My name is Holly Hartsfield. I am a caseworker here at the Wildwood Case Management Unit. We're going to talk a little bit about what brings you in the office today. Can you give me a little bit of an overview of what brought you in today?
I'm supposed to be on medication for anxiety and depression. Um, but here recently, my husband has been withholding funds for me so that I can't go and get my prescriptions filled.
To give you reasons of why he's withholding the money funds for you?
He says that I'm irresponsible and that I really don't need the medication, and I'm just using it as a crutch since I had a miscarriage last year, and I haven't been really the same since then.
So what are the medicine for? What are they prescribed for?
Well, my depression medication, and then I'm supposed to be on medication for anxiety as well.
So he withholds this medicine, or the money for the medicine, knowing that you have to have it. I know you said he doesn't really give you a reason other than that you're irresponsible, but is there something else going on at home that...
I mean, we fight a lot, and it does get physical from time to time.
Okay, so when you mean time to time and physical, can you explain a little bit deeper on how...
He gets mad and he'll hit me, and he'll throw me against the wall, and he'll scream at me, and he tells me everything's my fault, and that if I would be better, that he wouldn't have to do what he does, and it's just, it's hard to explain.
So have you ever made a report or called the police?
No, I'm too scared to do that. He'll just get mad, and it'll just be worse.
I understand. It is difficult when in a situation like that to reach out for help because you don't feel like there's an end to it, or you feel like there's going to be repercussions from him for you reaching out for help. So you came in today, let me get this, so that you came in today so that you could get some help for funding for your medicine?
Yes, ma'am. I'm really over him being the way he is, and I know that I deserve better, and I want to leave, but I don't know how, and I have nowhere to go. He's isolated me. I have no family. I have one friend. Her name's Leah, and she's a coworker of mine, and she wants me to do better, and she wants me to be away from the situation. I'm scared, and I don't know what steps to take.
Well, a good thing is we have resources. We have women's clinics, battered, where you go and they will place you in a living arrangement. There's places that can protect you while you're at your job. We have lots of resources that can help someone, and we also have funding available for medicine. So we'll figure it out. I will help you to get to where you need to be. Have you ever planned on leaving him, or how's that situation with...
I've planned on leaving him before, but when it's come time to do it, he's found out, and he's just told me that he'll find me, and there's nowhere for me to go.
And usually they'll tell you that, but like I'm telling you, there are resources, there are places that are confidential where he wouldn't be able to find you. So that's a good thing. Do you have any kids?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any family?
No, ma'am.
They're just not in your life, or they're just deceased, or...
Well, when we moved here a couple years ago, I stopped talking to him because he told me it was better if I didn't. And so I don't speak to anyone.
So he withholds you from your family too. Do you think that is because he's afraid that they may know something?
I would probably, I don't know. Maybe.
Are there anything else that's happened that, I know you mentioned the miscarriage and the abuse. Is there anything else that has a role in your depression?
About 6 months ago, I work at McDonald's, and about 6 months ago, we had a new hire, and I was supposed to be training this new hire on backline and how to stock shelves and whatnot. And we were unloading the truck one day, and we were in the deep freezer of the building, and he sexually assaulted me.
Did you tell anyone?
I told my boss. The police we did file a police report, and he was fired. So
that's where I read from your intake on the phone. I read that you have PTSD. I'm guessing has to do with the sexual assault.
Yes, ma'am.
So that came after you were sexually assaulted.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so do you have a safety plan that if you were to leave, do you have a safety plan of where you may go, or do you need resources for that as well?
I don't know where to go. I don't know what I would do.
Okay. I'm just trying to read up a little bit. So you don't have kids, so it's easier without kids to be able to have a place to go. Let's see, what are your goals? Do you want to come up with a goal plan with me to figure out what you need to do in the near future after you plan on leaving your husband?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you be interested in a support group where you talk to people that are going through the same thing or have been through the same thing that you're going through, and they give you resources, and they also let you know how they made it through?
I would like that. Yes.
Okay. And then do you need? Would you be interested in counseling for your PTSD to help cope with your sexual assault?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you seen anyone regarding your sexual assault? Have you seen a doctor?
No, ma'am.
Would you be interested in seeing a psychiatrist, or obviously the counseling you already said you would do? Have you been checked? Have you been to the doctor? Have you?
Yes, ma'am.
So. Okay. So the case on this, we're going to make a goal plan of where you need to work on things and where you need help working on things. And your income is, you obviously have a job. Do you have your own banking account?
No, ma'am.
Okay, we'll definitely help you to obtain your own banking account. That way you have your own funds, and nobody can withhold them from you. And what about housing and living situation? You don't have a place to go after that, so we have the shelters. We can refer you to the shelters, and that way they are safe and they're confidential, and you're able to be safe and he can't find you. Then do you have transportation?
No, ma'am. We've only got one vehicle, so he takes me to and from places that I need to go.
Okay. So you need to work on getting you a vehicle as well as the banking account. And also, your mental health, when it comes to your PTSD, do you know your triggers? Do you know what triggers your PTSD?
No, ma'am.
Do you know the symptoms, obviously, of PTSD and depression? We need to figure out a way to reduce the triggers and also the symptoms, and we can get you into counseling for that. And you said you don't have a lot of family because he doesn't let you speak with them. Do you think that after you get into a safe place, living arrangement, do you think that you would be able to start speaking to your family again?
I probably not. I think my family's pretty much, they're done with me. Or at least that's what he says.
Maybe we could reach out to him, if you felt like that you wanted to reach out to him, and see what, can happen from there, because usually when a man stops you from seeing, they're afraid that they're gonna tell you, your family's gonna tell you that you should leave or that you should. So, he's holding you hostage, pretty much. We'll call it that, from your family. So, what about your friend Leah? Does she know anything about what's going on?
She does. Leah knows. She's my coworker, and she knows everything that's going on, and she wants me to leave, and she tells me that I need to get out of the situation.
Okay, so our plan is going to be, we're going to assist you in treatment for your PTSD, your depression, and your anxiety. We're also going to help you find shelter after leaving your husband. This is all what we're going to start with. So, stop.